And I know people are going to say, Glenn, they already hate us. The whole world hates Western way of life. Yeah, no, not the way I'm talking about. What I'm talking about tonight will far exceed anything you've ever experienced before. Usually, it would be about this time that I would say to you, well, let me show you my record. But I don't think I have to show you the record that I have. I bet you're here because of my record on getting things pretty darn close to right. It just takes time. So the question is, what's next? Well, this is why I created The Blaze and GBTV. The mainstream media just reports the news. They give you these stories, they spit them out, and they don't give you any context. A lot of times they don't even get the story right, or they spin it so wildly out of control that you're left looking at it saying, I don't even know what this means. Well, with everything that is happening today, that's just not good enough. You need to know that Marxist revolution, everybody remember the chalkboard that I had over at Fox? And the last chalkboard, I left it up. I think I put it up there in January, and then I left it up there. And I said that Marxist revolutionaries, Islamists, and Marxists were all going to unite to take Israel and then take the Western way of life. Well, I have news for you. Here's the update. They have united globally. And you're going to you'll begin to see this, but I was over in Israel, and they don't even see this yet. I sat with the Prime Minister, and I said, Mr. Prime Minister, please, I know nobody believes me, but please, Marxist revolutionaries are in your country, and they are using the plight of the average person. And it is happening all around the globe, and you will begin to see this on September 17th here in America. I want you to look for the connections. Be extraordinarily careful. One of the reasons why I left Fox is because I can't continue to do shows for the mass. I need to be much more specific with you because times are changing. And if you want to be a part of the solution, then this is the place. But you're seeing Marxist revolutionaries, and I need you to look for the connections between Muslim extremists, socialist communists, and radicals and revolutionaries. Now, look for the Muslim extremists in different countries. Look for the connections between them in Iran and Egypt. Look for the connections between the socialists and communists in South America and North America. Look for the radicals and revolutionaries. This means anybody who says collapse the system to restart it. There are people on the extreme right in America that are revolutionaries as well. They just think they're going to restart it like George Washington restarted it. But they don't, I fear, know the difference between the American Revolution and the French Revolution. If there is a revolution, if the radicals have their way, it will be the French Revolution. But for the first time in global history, it will happen simultaneously all around the world. They are planning things right now. Just 4 days from now, on September 17th, is Occupation of Wall Street. This is one of the websites that is promoting it. Is America ripe for a Tahrir movement? You see this? Here's one where they're taking out the trash. I don't know exactly what that is. Is that a headless body? We have this one. Take this one. Let the U.S. days of rage begin. Does anybody notice? Does anybody know what that sculpture is? Can anybody name it? What is it? Pounding the plowshare, right? Pounding the sword into plowshares. But anybody? Show the real picture of it. I have this on my desk. I have this on my desk to remind me. Now does anybody notice it? You know what this is? This sits behind the United Nations building. It was a gift from the Soviet Union to the United Nations. This is communist propaganda. Is Wall Street paying attention? This morning when I was driving into work, I drove by JP Morgan Chase. I have never seen anything like this before in New York. Has anybody noticed the security here in New York? Okay. We all know it's wildly secure now here in New York because they've ramped up because of September 11th. But I warn you, there are other things that are also coming. And if an event happens, I wonder if we will get rid of this kind of security in New York. Somebody is taking note. At JP Morgan Chase this morning when I drove by, they had bicycle racks, they had barriers, they had concrete barriers, they had 2 rows of police. Did you see this? They had bomb-sniffing dogs. I've never seen security like this outside of the White House. What does JP Morgan Chase know that you don't know? Well, most likely September 17th. One thing is clear. They do not believe that the threat is being adequately dealt with. The enemies, America, are within our gates. And our enemies are Muslim extremists, socialists and communists, and radicals and revolutionaries.